biggest and best collection and bundle we've ever seen from Diamond Press. And there's a lot that we're gonna talk about, from stamps to dies to stencils to ink pads to the ink daubers to folders and dividers and labels and stamps, oh, and storage, plus the opportunity to get yourself a marquee machine. So welcome in, my name is Valerie Stepp. We're gonna educate you, we're gonna get you excited, we're gonna give you everything that you need to make those cards at home. And this is a brand new and exclusive offer here at HSN. So I'm delighted to be able to bring it to you. We've got a lot of choices today. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with, if you want to get this big collection, everything you see on the top of the table, but maybe you already have a marquee machine, you can actually pick it up and you'll get that storage box in pink, all right? We do have auto ship, which we will run you through in just a minute, and that will continue the orders coming. Every couple months, you'll get 8 orders starting in January, and we'll show you all those inspirations and all those themes. But we do have the machines available for you. So you can actually get the teal machine with the teal box, so you can elect whether you want the machine or you don't. If you don't want the machine, it's $99.95 today. If you do want the machine added on, it's $134.95. If you want the one that comes with the rose gold marquee machine, that's gonna come with the storage box with the black top and then the white and black base. If you want the gold unit, the one that's that beautiful champagne gold marquee, that comes with the black top and then the black background with the floral designs in the storage and organization box. So it's a lot to wrap your brain around. You have to make a couple decisions. The first decision is, do you want the machine or not, right? And then you decide whether or not you want one order and we'll send it out to you, or whether or not you want ongoing shipments, which I believe the auto ship shipments are about $35, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But I wanna show you the value, because the value is extraordinary. This is how you get the biggest bang for your buck. So maybe you already have a marquee machine, that's okay, or you have another machine at home. If you just wanna get that $100 today's special, look at the value with just the dies. Just the dies alone, you're getting 45 dies. That's a $90 value. So for less than $10 more, we're sending you the stencils, the storage box, which is another $45 value, ink pads, foam pads, ink daubers, folders, dividers, labels, and more stamps, totaling over $230. So that's without the machine. So we went from $230 down to under $100. That's a big savings. You're saving more than you're spending. But if you're like, how good does it get if I want the machine? Or maybe I want to get it today and I want to gift it to somebody because you maybe already have one. Well, the machine alone is nearly $49. So now we're up to nearly a $280 value, because you're still getting $90 worth of dies, okay? And you're still getting everything else that we talked about, the stencils and the storage box and so on and so forth. So instead of $280, we're taking a savings of $145 and bringing it down to less than $135. Here's what's awesome about shopping here at HSN. We take all major credit cards and we do what's called flex pay. So you can break up your payments over time and you have 4 months to pay it off. And also we'll send everything out to you on your very first payment. It is not layaway. So you can get into the box, you can start getting started making all those cards, the stamps, the inks, everything that you want to do using the machine, and it's a fraction of the cost, right? And if you don't love it and for some reason you're like, you know what, this is too much, we have our extended holiday return. So if you're gifting this, you have until the end of January. So we're gonna dive into this. I wanna share with you everything that you can do, all these great ideas, as well as the auto shipment, which I know has been very, very popular today. But this is a brand new offer from Diamond Press, biggest one we've done and exclusive to HSN. So let's meet the woman that knows it all. Beth Kingston is here. You know it all. I just said it. It's in the dictionary. Beth Kingston knows it all in the very best way.
In my mind, I know everything. Everything about everything. Thank you. I'm so good to see you, my friend. I'm just going to have Don Kingston zoom on in here because there is so much. I want to talk about the stencils really quickly, and I'm going to talk about the storage box. So yes, you're getting these giant, gorgeous stamps that have these beautiful sentiments that are large, and you know how I feel about that. You're getting 2 of our A2 folders. You're getting 2 of the slimline folders. You're getting all of these storage folders. So let's talk about the storage box for a second. The storage box is huge and will fit anything. Oh, hey-oh, you can fit a marquee in here. You can fit your folders in here. If you've got some of our older storage pockets, those will fit in here. The new storage folders fit slimline dies. They fit entire sets. This is, stamps and dies in the instruction folder and folder. All of this fits in here. By the way, if you watched earlier today, we were sold out of the refills. I just was told that there are some back in stock, so grab them while you can. But you can fit absolutely everything in here. Then you get the gorgeous inks, which I can't wait to show you. I'm just going to have Dawn pan across here because I know it's hard to see the actual stencil patterns because they're just clear white. But look at this, the starburst and the florals and the sun, or the stars and the plaids. And then, of course, we have these nesting dies, which are gorgeous and sort of 2 for 1. And I'm going to get into those in a second. Let's talk about what stencils do, because I think stencils are something that are new to a lot of folks. And you may have seen them and thought, you know what, I don't want to get into that. It's too expensive. It's too whatever. Everything you need comes with this. This is just a plain white piece of cardstock I've got under here. I've got my plaid stencil that comes with. I've got my Dauber and Dauber holder that also come with, and I've got my ink. All of this comes with. So all you need is a plain piece of white cardstock and you can get started. So all you do is dab your Dauber on top of your ink pad. And you can see this really gorgeous, rich color. And these ink pads are so juicy. I just love the way it works. Now watch what happens. So I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole card, but I've decorated a little bit of it. Now I take this off and watch what happens. So yes, this is lovely. It's on a plain white piece of cardstock. I'm taking the same Dauber. I'm not adding any more ink. Look at how I'm creating my own background paper. And so I'm turning a plain piece of white cardstock into this. And this is one of the sentiments, and these are the dies that come with. Or I'm turning it into this. Here's another one of the dies. Here's the stencil, and again, another stamp. All of these gorgeous cards with white pieces of cardstock. These are the same stencil done 2 completely different ways, different sizes. You can create anything. How about layering the stencil patterns together? You can make your own cardstock. You can make your own backgrounds. How about doing it with foil? I mean, the possibilities are just endless. So you can make cards. I'm going to show you DIY when we have a little second. But let's move on down to the dies because there's so much stuff to talk about. Okay, here's the great thing about the dies. I'm going to have Don look right here. What we did that's so special is normally when you buy nesting dies, they're either frames or solids. What we've done is made each set double duty. So you can make the frame or you can make the solid background. Here you can make the frame or you can make the solid background. So every set we've done is 2 in 1. So you're getting all these great patterns. The other thing we did that I really appreciated is, like, when I get a nesting dies, I don't want all scallops. I want some different patterns. So here we did diamonds. Here we did a lace pattern. Here we did a floral. And then we did a quilting block in the center. Here we did like a shell. Here we did another beautiful floral. Here we did like a postage stamp. So you're getting these great varieties, but you're getting them in all these different shapes and sizes. So let me show you really quickly how you make that work. So I've taken one of the bigger scalloped outside edges, and each one comes, I don't know if Don can zoom in. In between, there are these thinner metal dies. All you do, if you want to do the frame, add it on the inside. I put it in a little bit of washi. I'm going to trim the handle. So this is the marquee, and I wanted to mention, because I know people have had questions, the great thing about the marquee TS, getting the bundle that has the marquee, is the way it's packaged. So see how that came out perfectly as a frame? So you can make cards like this, but then, oh, guess what? You save this little piece right here, and you can use that for more layering. So you are not going to have any waste. You can see it right in between there. You're not going to have any waste. The thing about the TS is the marquee is actually packaged to give as a separate gift. So say you've got the teal marquee, but you want the box that comes with the gold, you can give the gold marquee to someone else as a gift. So you can do all the things. Okay, let's swing on over here to the stamps. I just have so many things to show you. You all know how I feel about large sentiment dies because I don't want to spend 700 years trying to fill out the front of my card. I want to make a card for someone and I want to send it. Look at the size of these sentiments. And also, these are sentiments that we haven't seen before. Yes, we have the traditional thank you, but also, how about I really appreciate everything you've done. What would I do without you? Just wanted you to know you are not alone. These are sentiments that we have not seen in our sets before. You're in my thoughts today. And then the standard beautiful thinking of you. Hope you are happy and well. I mean, these, and again, the size of these, you know, sometimes you get sentiments and they're like this big down here, and you have to spend all this time figuring out how to decorate the rest of the card. With this set, this is the stamp, this is the stencil, these are some of the dies, boom, you're done. Love, what else I love about these stamp sets is, so it's got this standard thanks in a block form, but then it has in script, so very much, thanks a million, thanks a bunch. So you can mix and match as you go and do bulk cards, but you're not doing them all exactly the same. I mean, there are just so
Well,
Many good choices. Okay.
Beth, we're going to give you a moment to catch your breath because I know that you are rocking and rolling over there.
Run back and forth in my basement.
Yeah, well, I want to let everybody know, we're going to dive into auto ship in a minute, but I want to remind everybody that this is the biggest and best offer that Diamond Press has ever done. This is the ultimate card making collection, from the stencils to the ink pads and the ink daubers. Of course, your die sets. You're going to be able to get your stamp collection, plus you're getting a storage box and organization. So everything, all of that is included, okay? What you have to choose today is whether or not you want the marquee machine or not. And if you don't want the marquee machine, you're gonna get this pink box. This is your storage box. This is where all those folders and everything go in. It's beautiful. It's got a pink top, and then you have this gorgeous floral design with the pinks and the yellows and the teals and the blues, so it's beautiful. You can get this in single ship or you can get it in auto ship, and we're gonna dive into the auto ship program in a minute, but I wanted to let you know, if you want it in auto ship, I have about 250 left if you don't want the machine, and that is it. That's all we have for the entire day. 220 now. If you want it in auto ship, and we'll go through that in just a second. If you want the teal marquee machine, remember, just the machine alone is $49.95, plus you're getting $90 worth of dies. So you've well more than paid for the entire set, plus you're getting everything on the table. Teal will come with the teal box lid. If you want the rose gold marquee machine, you're getting the black and white box. If you want the champagne gold marquee machine, you're getting the black top with the black background. So you do flex pay, you can choose it with or without machine. Let's dive into auto ship, Beth, because this is where I think really the ongoing enjoyment is the surprise of getting everything that sort of fits the season. I know it's like 30, I want to say it's $32.90. Andre, check for me, $32.95 or $34.95 on the auto ship program, but they start in January, right, Beth?
Yeah, so in January, every month you're going to get 2 sets of nesting dies, a set of border dies, a set of stamps, and 4 stencils, same size as the ones we've got today. So in January, it's a celebration. In March, it's spring blooms. I love the leaf and the floral nesting die. Then in May, this one's my absolute favorite, rainbows and clouds. There's a rainbow nesting die. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Then in July, we have Halloween and fall. And again, nesting dies, stamps, stencils, and border dies. Then in September, we're doing Happy Holidays. That nesting Christmas tree is everything you could ever hope for and more. And then in November, it's I Love You, just in time for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, weddings. In January 2023, I can't even say the words out loud, it's Beautiful Wings. Look at that cool nesting butterfly die. And then finally, in March of 2023, it's Tag and Pocket. So that allows you to like put cute sentiments in. I love the pattern stencils, all of that. By the way, what doesn't show on the boards is every auto ship gets 4 storage folders and an A2 folder and a slimline folder. So you're getting all that stuff in addition. Now, I want to go back to the stencils because I know this is called the world's greatest card making kit or whatever, whatever we're calling it, the ultimate card making kit. But I also want to talk about the other cool things you can do with it. So these are die ink pads, which means they're really juicy and they take really well to different materials. This is a canvas bag. So I started while we were talking, I started with some pink. I've come in with some yellow. I lift this up. You can see how beautiful the pattern is. Look at this gorgeous makeup bag. You can put this on anything. So here it is on canvas. Here it is on wood. Here they are on painted wood. I mean, the possibilities with these are endless. If you have grandkids that are going to be with you over the holidays, what a great way to get together and make cool projects. Let's talk also, we're going to swing on down here and talk about the stencils also as gift giving ideas. So we've got the big slimline size stencils. I went ahead and cut this out of paper. I've got a plain old milk bottle. You wrap it around here. Valerie, look how stinking cute this is right here. Look at it with the little flowers with one of the inside dies as sunflowers. Like, how precious is this? And you're making it with pieces of paper. You've already got it home. This one is one that we just folded over one of the dies. So think of all the pattern paper you've got. Think of all the farty favors you want to make. All those beautiful projects. But then again, you're also making these stunning, look at this precious baptism card. So this is one of the dies. This in here is one of the dies. This up here is 2 of the dies. This is the stencil. All of these are projects that you can make. Layer the stencils, layer the dies. Here we've got the stencil. Here we've got 2 of our dies. And then we've got our stamps. This really is an all-in-one set, especially if you are someone who is either new to card making or have someone in your life who is interested in crafting and they just don't know where to start. This is exactly the place because it has get a couple of white pieces of cardstock and you're ready to go. Again, some scrap pattern paper, layer, 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 and you're done. That's all you need. This is one of my other favorite techniques. You cut it out and you use the interior for your card, and then you save the exterior and you can make shaker cards with them. And again, look at the size of these sentiments that we've got on the stamps. You're not having to do anything else. You're not having to spend half an hour being like, well, let me get some coordinating embellishments. Let me figure out what else is going to go with. Everything you need is in this kit. You get the ink pads, you get the stamps. Yes, ma'am.
I've got to interrupt you because we are very close to a final call on the auto ship program without the machine, which is the one that you're gonna get. The pink box is your first order. I have 150 of these left. So that's that $99.95 for flexible payments. $9.95 is your flat rate to ship it all. What are you gonna get with this storage box where you're gonna get everything you see on the table? Everything you see, from the stencils to the ink pads, to the ink daubers, to the dies, to this large stamp set. And let me show you the value on that set. If you want an auto ship, remember that locks in the value. You're gonna get the $32.95 auto shipment program starting in January, every 2 months. So whether it's Valentine's Day or fall or the rainbows and butterflies, everything, that alone, it's a $230 value, $90 just in the dies. So for $10 more, you're getting the stencils, the storage box, the ink pads, the foam pads, the ink daubers, the folders, the dividers, the labels, and the stamps, and you're saving $130. So that's gonna be the first one to sell out. If you want the single ship or the auto ship without the machine, do not wait. Now here's the value if you wanna add in the machine. We're already giving you a fantastic savings. In fact, you're gonna save more than you're gonna spend because the today's special price is $135. Look at the retail value, $280. 135 versus 280. I'm no mathematician, but I know a good deal when I see one. Just the machine and the dies alone would exceed the price of our today's special, and you have choices of colors. And you can also select auto ship. Of course, with auto ship, you're only gonna get the machine the first time, and then after that, you're gonna get all those beautiful themed supplies. So teal machine comes with a teal box. Rose gold is gonna come with the black box with the black and white base, and then the gold comes with the black top with the black background in the floral design of the storage box. $9.95 to ship your entire cart. Large stamps, the folders, the dies, the ink pads, the ink daubers. You're gonna get all the dividers and the labels and the storage box and the dies and the stencils, multiple designs of the stencils, which I love that Beth was showing you those and how beautiful, from whether it's cards or you're personalizing things because it's a cosmetic bag or it's a thermos or you're throwing parties and baby showers. These are the pieces that you need and you're getting it all. We call it the ultimate card making collection, but it's the ultimate creative collection, truly. And if you want the auto ship without the machine, final last call. Literally just over 100 left. And remember, $9.95 flat rate to ship everything you're shopping for today in the world of crafts. So, Beth, I'm going to, what was that, Andre? Okay, well, except for Alaska and Hawaii. Sorry, I wanted to make that clear. Okay,
sorry,
Beth, we're coming
Alaska
to
and Hawaii.
you. Yeah, I know, right? Coming to you, my friend.
Good. So I want to show, because we have just a few minutes left, I want to show folks who may be familiar with stencil but maybe new, a really great, easy but looks advanced technique. So if you look down here, you can see I've got washi tape, these like weird splotches. I've covered some of the floral pieces, and then I went ahead and took my green ink and I've started inking, and you can see there's holes. That's how you get this look. So you're just taping off, that's how you get the multicolored look. It looks incredibly complicated and incredibly detailed, but it's so easy. And the great thing about it is, so we did it in one color scheme here, kept the washi on, did it in another color scheme here, but that's how you get those advanced looks. And again, we're not using anything we don't already have in the set. You get the ink pads, you get the stencils. All you need is maybe a little bit of washi and you're on your way. Let's really quickly go back. Oh, I want to show you some more finished projects because I don't think this coffee stain one gets enough love. So I want to talk, and it's so on trend right now. Here it is in the normal browns. Here it is in a really cool upside down, apparently, pastel. Another great thing is with these stencils, because they're so large, you can do entire sheets of paper and use them, like I said, as your own pattern paper. So here we did it on a brown background, and then use the paper over and over and over for projects. Let's go on down here for a little bit and talk about, I want to show you just how easy it is again. And here's that same technique I was just talking about. So we did it on wood, we did it on canvas, we did it on paper, still left the same washi on. And then you take these scraps of leftover projects and you use the stencils and you layer them to create these gorgeous looks. Again, this is a stencil. So remember, white cardstock. This is the stencil, we did it in black. Here's more white cardstock. Here's the stencil we did in the pattern. Here's the sentiment. This whole card is done with one piece of white cardstock, and this is what you're creating. You don't have to invest in those specialty papers. You don't have to invest in all of those fancy materials. All you need is white cardstock and the leftover scraps you've already got at home, and this is the kind of stuff you're creating with everything that comes in this kit. And look, again, the size of these sentiments is so big that you're not having to spend time. Look, here's the stencil. Here's one of the dies. Here's the stamp. Boom, boom, boom. 5 little embellishments and you're good to go. Here's a butterfly that we have coming up in the other set. But again, stencil, stamp, little embellishment, good to go. So this is for especially, oh my gosh, this time of year. We're so busy trying to be creative and trying to make holiday gifts, but we still need those every day thinking of you. We still need to let people know, you know, wishing them a happy birthday or sympathy. We want to let people know we're thinking of them, but we just don't have time this time of year to do it. This is how you do it. Get out your box, set your items out, use scraps of paper you've got on hand, or shoot, just keep white cardstock in the storage box, and that's everything you need. Again, for those of you who might not be familiar with the marquee, there's no plugs, there's no shims. I'm not having to figure out, you know, insert plate A into plate B. I'm just turning the handle with one finger.
Okay, Beth, I'm going to interrupt you, and I'm going to, let's pull up auto ship, okay? Because here's the deal. If you want the auto ship selection without the machine, which that means you're going to get this pink box, I now have 5 dozen left. That is it, 5 dozen, that is it. Can we show the auto ship stills, guys? Because I feel like I want to go through, you can choose auto ship in any of them, but starting in January, you'll start to get an assortment, right, Beth?
Right, so January it's a celebration. And you get 2 sets of nesting dies, a set of border dies beneath them, and then you see the stamps on the, is that your left or my left? And then the stencils at the bottom. So that's in January. In March, you get spring blooms. Again, nesting dies, border dies, stamps, and stencils. And by the way, the stamps and the stencils, the nesting dies, everything is the same size that comes in this kit. We're not miniaturizing anything. You're getting all the good stuff. Then in May, we have rainbows and clouds, which, as I've said already, I'm obsessed with. And then in July, we've got Halloween and fall. So it's got great like trick or treat, but it's also got trees and leaves. It's fantastic. And then September, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all the good you need to start your Christmas cards. November is I Love You. Again, nesting dies, border dies, stamps, and stencils in every auto ship. And by the way, A2 folder, slimline folder, and 4 storage folders in each. In January, you get beautiful wings. And then in March, you get tag and pocket. So until March 2023, you're going to be getting the goods to go with this set. And it's amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. And the products and the projects are just, I just love them so much. They're
let me remind you guys, the auto ship is $32.95 ongoing. So you never have to buy everything all over again. Just look at how large these beautiful stamp collections are with new sentiments. The 45 beautiful dies, that's a $90 value. All of those great inks from the green to the blue to the pink to the yellow to the purple, the ink daubers, the ink pads, the folders, the leave in the labels because you're going to be able to organize that storage box that's coming included. Pages and pages of beautiful stencil inspirations. As Beth mentioned, you just take white plain cardstock, you take those ink, and you've got a beautiful design. I've got to let you know though, we will have another look at this presentation at the top of noon. In the auto ship without the machine, this will not be here. It will be completely spoken for. So if you don't want the machine and you want just the box that comes with everything included, over $230 value, this is your final and last call. You can select this on auto ship. Auto ship will sell out first. Then if you do want the marquee machine, which remember, Beth mentioned, they're individually boxed. So if you want to gift the machine, you're giving somebody a $50 machine and you're not even paying for it today. Teal, then we've got the rose gold, and then we have that beautiful gold. Come on over here, back here with me. I want to show you, and Beth, maybe you can chime in. We do have a collection that you can get the storage box with the folders and the little pocket folders as well, correct?
Yeah, so these, if you